Alright guys, so I just wanted to kind of show you what I was doing here on this particular board. I just had a few small traces that were blown. Nothing major. Looks like they have some pretty good little spots to solder to there. So this should be no issue at all. But I already did one, as you can see there. I already ran one little trace. I think you can see it. That was pretty straightforward. We do have, actually, you can see there, you have two pads that are actually missing. One of those pads, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 6, it's in C anyway. It's not attached to anything, so we'll just leave that there. And we'll go ahead and run this other trace right there. Looks pretty straightforward. I already got the area ready for me, so I just got to run my little jumper and go from there. So let's see if I can get it on video on the camera. You see that? Yeah, I can barely see it in my eyepiece. Let me try to get a little bit better. Alright, well, you're zoomed in. You see a little bit more zoomed in than I do, but you can see where I'm working at right there. So we got some glare. Let's see. Alright, I think I can work with that. You should be able to see that too. Enough of it anyway. So let's see. Go ahead and just put a little bit of flux here. I probably used too much, but I don't care. Get in there, get in there, get in there. Okay. This is my t-shirt towel. Okay, let's see. What are we doing? Okay, let's run this little jumper here. I have my 40 gauge, 0.40. I believe this was Remington wire. Let's see, what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, gotta run the jumper. So let's solder the jumper to the pin first. And I think I'm gonna use some new tips here soon. Let's see what we can do. Let's see, where's the wire? Okay. Let's put that down here. And, try to hold it closer. Forgot to tin the tip there. Now, this one's not too hard. The next board I'm working on, that's gonna be a mess. That's on there. That's good. That ain't going anywhere. This one was better. Can't even see it on there. Nicely attached. All right, let's zigzag these little cable. See how well we can follow the existing path. Oops, you weren't seeing any of that, were you? Dang it. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so this is what I was saying. I got it attached there nicely. This other one over here I did, it was way better. You can't even see where it was really attached. This one's just kind of on top there, but it's nice and tight. It ain't going anywhere. So let's try to run this wire, and I want to try to follow the path where it was already going. So let's see if we can bend this stuff and follow the path. And as long as you go slow, you'll be alright. Just don't rush. I used to be real jumpy. My hands used to jump around a lot. I guess from being nervous, I guess. Normally you'd see my hands shaking. But, you know, after you do this for a while, you just don't care anymore. I'm just kidding. Oh, dropped my tweezers. I bet they're bent. Great. Alrighty, let's see. What we get. Let me add a little more solder here. I want to try to make it a little ball. Just a pretty little ball. There we go. Pretty little ball. And, well, didn't follow the trace as well as I would like. This one was much better. If you can sit that trace down into the old path, man, that's perfect. I like that. Come back with a little bit of conformal coating, a little masking, and bam, be good to go. All right, so that actually looks good. Can't see that very well, can you? Never can. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not very good at the videography. The videography, whatever. Try to clean it up a little. Maybe you can see it better. You see it better now? See it? Bam. Let me see. Less glare. There we go. So just kind of ran it down over to that little leg that was missing, pad that was missing. So let's see if we can just break this off real easy. It's broken. It's gone. Voila. And I think that's it, really. Probably go over these legs again, touch them up. Maybe not. They look nice and tight to me. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That 7th pin looks nice and tight. Shouldn't be going anywhere. I want to see if we can zoom in a little bit on it. There we go. Still kind of hard to see. But it's nice and tight. It's not going anywhere. It's not moving. Put some conformal coating on it. Should be good. And I think we're good to go. Yeah, I guess I'll run over these pins again. Those are all tight. That one's a little loose. I think it's attached, but let me run over these pads one more time. These legs. See what we can. Do we need to add some flux? Nah. I think we should be good. Sorry, earthquake. Okay. See, I don't have no fancy micro solder. Little small tips. I could come back and add a lot more solder to these legs, and you know, I've said this before. There's a few train of thoughts to that. There's a few train of thoughts as far as should you add a lot more solder? Should you just kind of let the legs rest on top of the pads and you'd be good like that as long as they're making good contact and they're not moving. I don't know. I kind of like this a little bit better where there's not as much solder on the actual legs, which would then, if this actual port were to move in any way, you wouldn't be pulling the pads off the board. You'd just be kind of pulling the legs off of the solder that's there. I do both, to be honest. Sometimes I'll do more solder. This one I'm just kind of leaving it since we have a few legs that are already being jumped. I don't really want to mess with too much stuff. We already got some weak legs going on here, so I'm going to kind of leave it like it is. I really don't want to mess with it. It's 100% perfect. It's not going to have any issues out of it. Everything's nice and tight. Why is this whole leg moving? Maybe that's moving it from the back end. Oh, see, yeah. This whole trace is actually loose. The pad and the traces, everything is moving as one. See, so this one's actually loose too. This pad underneath there is loose. All these other ones are nice and tight. That one's missing. That one's been jumped. And all these other ones are nice and tight. Nothing's moving. Alright, so that should be good. I'm going to put this bad boy together. See if I can test her out. See what we can find. Doesn't look too bad. I'm going to cover up with some conformal coating. Actually, let's go ahead and try to clean up this board. Now this is the part that always gets me, man, the cleanup. Because I can never get it as clean as I would like. You know, normally you just run a toothbrush through there or something, you know. Favorite Colgate. And, you know, that's fine, but when you have all these traces on the board running like this, it gets a little difficult to try to clean that. You don't want to mess up your traces. And I don't like to bend them all out of shape. But I also don't like the flux left on the board. I like my board that looks nice and clean. And, you know, if someone would donate me one of those nice big sonic cleaners, that'd be great. A used one would be okay. I don't mind a used one. I'll throw my whole board in there, get it clean perfectly. That'd be great. Just gotta be careful. I don't want to mess up my traces. And this one's not too bad. Like I said, it's only got two missing traces, so it shouldn't be an issue. But when you have multiple traces, like on this next board I'm about to do, which I should probably see that coming up too sometime soon on the channel, and it's kind of hard to keep that clean or get it completely clean with all the traces. These traces are nice. They're nice and tight. They're not moving too much. They're great. But this next board's going to have basically all the traces re-ran. And I don't really like the cables jumping all over the place, and I'm a black and white, you know, ones and zeros kind of guy. You know, I want it to be, I want it to look professional. I want it to look as best as it can. I mean, it's already messed up looking. I just don't want wires spider webbing all over the place. I don't have jumpers jumping all over the world here. Okay, what do you think? Let's see. If I don't get it clean enough, conformal coating doesn't want to stick. And that just sucks. I hate when the conformal coating don't want to stick right. So I really want to clean up this area real nice. At least. Make sure it's nice and dry. Oh, see, I bent my wire out of shape. Damn it. That's what I don't like. Let's see if I can get it back into shape. I'll put the coating on it. Get back in there, you little. Get back in there. Alright, that's good. Let me see. That's just gonna have to be good enough. Try to get some of these cotton fuzz out of here. It's gonna be good, it's gonna work fine. I just wish I could clean this flux off better. Alright. That should be okay. Let me zoomity doom doom doom. And let's see how much conformal coating I can put on here without making a pool of it. See, this is big stuff. You guys usually work on freaking phones, man. Stuff is way smaller. I don't see how y'all get such a little amount on there. That's not enough. Get off my tweezers. Just trying to put some on there, but not too much. And I'm not going to cover the whole thing up, but I want to give it a few spots to hold everything in place so it doesn't move. That. Oh, a little bit more. A little bit more. Not too much. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I don't have too much on there. That should be fine. Do want to put a little bit extra in these areas. Hold this bad boy in place. Not that it's going to be moving. Okay, that's turning out not too bad. I thought it'd be worse. Sometimes this stuff just goes everywhere. My fault. I just dump it everywhere, I guess. I think that should be good. What do you think? A bunch of little dots on there? Should just hold everything in place. A little too much there. That should be fine. Might as well just cover up the whole cable, eh? Nah, I'm gonna leave it like that. That should be perfectly fine. Hold everything in place. What do you think? Think I should have covered the whole thing? I don't care. I think that'll be just fine. Where is my UV light? Here it is. All right. Let's add a little bit of UV to that. Oh, fell over. There we go. All right, so you didn't really see the beginning of that video, but you saw it was basically the same thing as I did just there. So I just kind of wanted to show you how I run traces. It's not hard. It's easy stuff. But this next one I'm about to do, Let me see if I can show you the board. This one look forward to because it's going to be a fun one. Definitely a fun one. Yeah, you see it? See all those traces missing? You can see them. You can see them even with my stupid camera. Focus camera. You see all those missing traces. I know you see them. Anyway, look forward to that. That's going to be a doozy. I don't know if I'll get that one. But we're going to try. We'll see what that one looks like next. So, anyway, there you go, guys. Give me a minute. I'm going to put it together. Let it dry, put it together. We'll test it out. We'll see what happens. Alrighty, guys. So, finally got it all back together here. And let's see if we get any picture. Give me just a minute here. I'm in my garage, guys, so ignore the mess. Okay, let's plug her in. Power. Okay. TV to HDMI. And let's see what we get. It's a spinning. Oh, got video. There we go. So looks like it's good to go. It's got an error right now because I just received the board in the mail. I didn't receive the whole unit, so I'm just testing it with some test parts. Once you send this back to the customer, he'll put his original hard drive back in there, and it should boot up just fine to the regular welcome logo. But looks like we got that one fixed up. No big deal, just a few traces. All right, have a good day.